Hi everyone, Scott of the Scott Man, and welcome to the 2020 year in review. All I can say is, woo man, it has been quite a roller coaster of a year, hasn't it? It's like so much has happened, and it's like call it a year of different travel, just because like many people's lives got turned upside down, in some cases literally. But it's like I had so many different travels planned for the year, and I had to cancel or postpone so many things. And, but yeah, still can't believe 2020 is just about to come to a close. But can't say not all of 2020 was bad. Say what? Yeah, you heard me. So it's like 2020, it was a terrible year, but at the same time, it could have been worse. And at the same time, overall in 2020, there were a lot of moments that were very, very depressing for me. And at the same time, there were some exciting moments too. So it wasn't all that bad. Alright, so we'll go over things in detail, but I feel kind of cramped in here. I need to go get some lunch, and then I'm going to head to the park because it's such a beautiful day here in Michigan. It's a little chilly out there, but the sun's out, so it'll make things a lot better. So why don't you come along with me, and I'll tell you all about the year. Alright, so we are on I-75 now, and as I was saying, back at home, I need to get some lunch. Because I've been having to work remotely the entire time lately just because of the virus outbreak, I haven't been able to go to some of the food places over by where I work. So I'm going to do just that. I haven't had some really good Thai food in a while, so I know they're open on Saturdays, which is just today's Saturday. But yeah, I'm going to go get some fried rice, because that sounds really good right now. Alright, I got my takeout. So alright, so I'm gonna go to a park nearby and eat some lunch, and then I'll start talking about 2020. Alright, got my cow pad, which is basically like a Thai fried rice. That looks delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some, and I'll start talking about the year in review while we're at it. Alright, so got some food from Thai Xpress. As a matter of fact, I filmed the Trail of the Lights video there a few years ago. That was when I had that really, really, really hot pad Thai, but I decided to get their fried rice today. But yeah, it's like, I've been trying to go to a lot of small or local restaurants, especially this year, because they've been really struggling due to the pandemic. So yeah, I really want to help support local businesses. But yeah, so they have some delicious pad Thai. They give me more food than normal, probably because I think they only give you dinner portions on Saturday, so I might have some leftovers tomorrow. Yeah, this is delicious. Oh yeah. For a mile, it's a little spicy today, but that's okay. Gotta have some good spice in your life after all. Alright, so 2020. So the year started out almost like any other year, especially in January and February. Although it was a little different because I started 2020 and this decade in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Because I was in the middle of my road trip down to South Carolina, and I was in Myrtle Beach, and that was a great way to start 2020. Got to be right on the Atlantic Ocean. That was such an amazing trip. And then in February, I took a long weekend trip. I flew down to Dallas, Texas, and got to explore Dallas and even some of the suburbs. That was really cool. I had a great time in Dallas.
But little that I knew and little that we all knew is that the year was going to completely change and turn upside down, especially the next month. Because yeah, going into 2020, or even developments going through the first 2 months of the year, I was planning 2 big trips this year. The first was to South Africa for another video photo retreat with Greg Siddell and Nellie Winter in Cape Town, South Africa in early October. And then also was planning to do a trip in Europe, or the Central Europe, for a week and a half in June. However, those trips end up not happening, with the trip to Europe getting completely canceled and then South Africa getting postponed. Because 2020 is the year of the virus outbreak, or basically the pandemic, where it had a pretty nasty virus come in, and although thankfully we know a lot more about the virus now, but at the beginning of the year, like, we thought it was really, really bad, just because there was hardly anything known about it. I won't go into any of the details, but let's just say the entire world, for the most part, pretty much shut down, where a lot of stores and restaurants either closed. Restaurants had to do like takeout only, and people were basically being told to stay home for a long period of time. More about that in a little while, but so it's like, yeah, I pretty much didn't really go anywhere in March other than just local areas, and then April and a little bit of May. Although once things started opening back up in June, that's when I finally got to resume travel in some way. Like, international borders or international travel wasn't really recommended. So yeah, throughout 2020, I did not leave the country for the first time since like 2014 or maybe, no, it was longer than that. Probably for the first time in like 10 years. But because I wasn't ready to do like travel outside of Michigan just yet, I got to spend a lot of time in Michigan filming a lot of videos, which is something I haven't done in quite a while. So it was really great to go back to my roots and explore some cool things here in Michigan. One thing I started up this year is checking out some of the lesser known towns that are off the beaten path, aka Michigan off the beaten path. I need to take another bite before this starts cooling down. One moment, please. Okay. There we go. This is fantastic. So I got to do a lot of exploration around Michigan. Go up to Alpena, for one. Check out different small towns like Concord and Homer, and also Nashville, Vermontville. And even on Labor Day weekend, I went up to the Thumb of Michigan. I even went up to the Thumb like twice. Once to explore some different small towns like Kindy and Elkton, Owendale. And also went up to Port Crescent State Park on 4th of July weekend. That was absolutely beautiful. Got to do a lot of different drives, and of course supporting local businesses at the same time by getting a lot of food from local restaurants. I've done a lot of food tours around Metro Detroit, and even on some of my other travels too in the year. As a matter of fact, I even filmed a video back in like April and May encouraging all you guys to support your local restaurants. So then in August, I finally felt ready to do some out-of-state travel again. Although I haven't been ready to get on an airplane just yet. So what I ended up doing was I did 2 road trips this year. The first one was a week long in August. I went to North and South Dakota. Those are absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed checking out Fargo. Really cool city. Also exploring the Badlands at Theodore Roosevelt National Park. That park was absolutely amazing, especially with the bison that were there. And then, of course, head down to South Dakota to the Black Hills. Got to climb or hike up to the tallest mountain in South Dakota. That was probably my big highlight of 2020, because that was absolutely cool. And, of course, I was in the Black Hills. Got to eat some delicious food, of course. Walleye, bison burger, and of course the pie from the Purple Pie Place. Oh yeah. And then, of course, October was the longer road trip. I did out to Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. Oh, going back to the other trip, I even got to stop at Northwest Indiana on my way back and meet up with my good friend Dina for a couple hours. So it was cool to meet up with him for a little bit. So in the October trip, yeah, I got to go to Colorado, got to check out, go back to Winter Park and Fraser Valley, that area. Also got to explore Central City for the first time. Also revisited Vail. Once I got to Utah, then I went to Moab, check out Arches National Park, probably one of my favorite national parks now. Also checked out Canyonlands National Park, and even stopped at Bryce Canyon briefly. And then from there went to Arizona. Oh, one thing to mention, the footage from Bryce Canyon and going to Arizona, that's going to be going up in the 2021. So that's why I'm talking about this now. You might be seeing some quick clips that have not even been shown on my YouTube channel yet. So I got to go to Sedona. Fantastic place. I've always wanted to go to Sedona. Lots of cool hikes there. Had such an amazing time. Lots of great food in Sedona as well. And of course, make the long drive back. And then on my way to like Colorado and Utah, I even stopped in Omaha. I got to meet up with my good friend Alex, or the Twite King. And since the longer road trip, I've just been back here in Michigan, especially since the cases for the virus have gone back up again, although it might be peaking again here, which is great news. All right, I should probably eat the rest of this off camera, and I'm gonna go to another park after this, and I'll talk about a little bit more of things about 2020. Oh, a little fun fact. The park I'm at right now here in Troy, Michigan, this is where I filmed last year's year in review video. So what are the odds about that? But I want to finish this video at a different park.
Alright, we've made it to Riverbends Park. I remember filming a video here a few years ago. It's a beautiful park located in Shelby Township, Michigan, about maybe a few miles away from Utica, or like to the northwest of Utica, or a couple miles east of Rochester. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's like I did not want to just hang around at home on a beautiful day like today. I want to head out to the park for a little bit, just get some fresh air, go for a walk, and then of course get into more of the rest of the year in review. Alright, we made over to the Clinton River. It's definitely my favorite spot in the park because you got the beautiful Clinton River gently flowing down that way, and of course you got the very cool bridge. I think this would be a cool spot to set up the tripod, and I'll go ahead and I'll conclude this year in review video. But yep, anyway, so the year in general, again, it's been such a crazy year. Because with the whole pandemic and all, it's like, again, everybody's lives, including mine, got turned upside down. Towards like a lot of different plans and ideas that we wanted to do for 2020 end up not happening, or we had to change them into a different way or something. But yeah, it's just really saddening seeing a lot of people's lives get turned upside down, or some people even, of course, die from the virus, which is very tragic. And not only that too, but many businesses got shut down permanently, even including small restaurants. That's why I'm trying to go to many small restaurants or local restaurants to help support them as much as possible. Whether it's through takeout or even with dining in whenever that's available. But yeah, it's like with the fact that I've had to cancel many travel plans this year, thankfully I was able to make some different ones. So I was able to fill in a little bit of travel this year, but still at the same time, had to cancel so many trips this year. And of course, at the same time, a lot of people I didn't get to see this year just because of all that's been going on. But I do appreciate all the people I was able to meet up with or see this year, although again, a lot less compared to normal years. But one other great thing that happened this year, though, is I did finally move into a better location. Because I'm not gonna go into any details, but where I was living the first half of the year, it was not a very good overall environment. Like, it was really bad. So it's like with that, plus when everybody was told to stay home back in the spring, it's like that made things even worse for me. But thankfully, I'm in a much better home now, or a better house now, so things are a lot better. And the overall, but yeah, my family's doing pretty well for the most part. Yep. Things are a little bit better than they were early in the year, so I'm happy about that. Again, I'm not going to go into any details or anything like that, but yeah, I've also been really appreciative of course, you guys for one, for continuing to follow my travels, mostly throughout Michigan this year, but as also the 2 road trips I did this year. Which, with the second one, I'm still uploading videos for that which will be going up into the first month or 2 of 2021. Because with those series, be finishing off Utah and then going into Arizona. Oh, I thought somebody was behind me or something, but anyway, and of course, yeah, for continuing to follow along my different adventures. And then also for all my different friends and family who I've been able to stay in contact with, mostly through like text messages or even like Skype calls even too. Where I got to talk with a lot of my family this year. Of course, huge thanks to my parents. They helped me get through this time. And of course, there's still a lot going on right now. So I'd say it's a little bit better than it was earlier in the year, just because we now know more what's going on, but still. But yeah, it's like everybody in my family's been very supportive, and of course all my friends too. Can't name them all, but I've been very thankful, been able to stay in touch with my good friends Dima and also Jamie. Also feel there's, of course, even getting to meet up briefly with the Twi King and Dima as well, as I was saying earlier in the video. And also my good friend Rachel too, which everybody been mentioning have all made appearances in my videos at least once. But I've been staying in contact with her. It's like been really great talking with her as well, and also my cousin Lauren too. We've been chatting quite a bit, so that way it doesn't feel like I'm as lonely. Although it's always best when you're around other people in person, but Zoom or Skype is better than nothing. But yeah, and then it's like, yeah, overall back in late March and going to April, even in the first part of May, it's like, because that was when we pretty much had no choice but to stay home, other than if I was just going to like a park or something. Which thankfully at the where I used to live, there was a park nearby where I could easily walk to, so that did help. But yeah, I will admit, yeah, it's like I'm sure I'm not the only one, but yeah, it's like I was big time depressed back in back in the spring, just because of all that was going on. It's like, because yeah, as you know me, I love to travel. I travel everywhere, and to be honest, I'm not a person who likes to be in one place for a long period of time. Like, I get cabin fever very, very easily. So in fact, when they're pretty much telling people not to travel anywhere, it's like that really, really depressed me big time. But so yeah, it was like, I'll admit, it was really, really tough. And I had a very difficult time getting through that portion of the year. But yeah, everybody else pretty much did too. But yeah, I will mention that I do want to give special shout outs to 2 people who really helped me get through that period of time where I wasn't even going anywhere other than maybe just to walk to the park or something from where I was living. But yeah, 2 people do different streams online of video games on the website Twitch, which yeah, you can definitely stream on YouTube different things, which who knows, maybe I should consider doing that maybe in the 2021. I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. But oh, I'm gonna stand further back because I need to stay in the sunlight a little bit. But but yeah, I want to give big shout outs to 2 people. They're actually both sisters of, well, there's 4 sisters total, but like two of them I'm really good friends with. The first one is, her name's Natalie, or Nat for short. She goes by Madam Toadstool on social media, including like Twitch, where she's not really streaming anymore because she's in a very high intensive nursing program, which I'm really proud of her for that, by the way. But yeah, she used to do a lot of streams like 2 or 3 times a week back in like the late winter, going to spring and the summer. And that stream, or her streams, helped tremendously. Because yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a great entertainment. But it's like, it made me forget about all the troubles that are going on in the world. And but it's like, yeah, it's like that really helped me get through that. She's a fantastic person, a very good friend of mine. So yeah, but Natalie, if you happen to be watching this video, thank you so much for helping me get through that time of the year, and also of course with the streams. And then also her youngest sister Bethany, or her nickname, she likes to go by Bobo. But to be honest, I like Bobo better than Bethany anyway, but both are good names. So anyway, but she goes by Madam Wario on social media, on Twitch too. She does different streams, or she streams, I think, on average 4 times a week. She likes to do like different like Mario Party games, and also like Animal Crossing, New Horizons, or even some other different games too on certain days. I think she's even trying to become a partner on Twitch. But yeah, her streams are also very entertaining too. I enjoy watching them. They were very, very helpful in the earlier part of the year when I wasn't traveling anywhere. But yeah, so yeah, Bobo, or Madam Wario, Bobo, yeah, definitely. If you happen to be watching this video, thank you so much for your streams, and because yeah, they were very, very helpful getting through that part of the year, or even throughout the year in general too. But again, she does a fantastic job with them. Yeah, definitely go check them out if you enjoy watching video game related content, or if you know people like friends, or even if you have kids and they love video game content. Yeah, definitely recommend checking out her streams. And then yeah, she also even runs like an Etsy shop too, where she makes she crochets different plushies and things like that too. So yeah, definitely go check that out and show her some support. But yeah, it's like things would have been a lot tougher if it wasn't for both of them though. But yeah, I think this video is going on for quite a while already, so I'm gonna try to wrap things up a little bit. But yeah, so looking forward to 2021. I'll be honest, I don't see it being the best year in history or anything like that. But I think there's still gonna be a lot of bumps in the road in 2021, so it's not gonna be a perfect year. As a matter of fact, I think the start of 2021 might be kind of gloomy, but it's hard to say. I'll do what I can to continue doing different travel videos. Plus, I still got the rest of my road trip videos I gotta post, and I've even filmed a few videos around here in Michigan since then. So there's plenty of content to be uploaded, so no worries there. So I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, definitely want to try to plan more travels in 2021 whenever I can. And hopefully things get more normal again to where be able to hop on an airplane and go to different places. Want to get back out to other countries again. And of course, not only that too, it's getting dark again. All right, I'll stand a little closer. That's a little bit better. But it's like, yeah, I want to be able to meet up with other people again, hang out with friends, and meet new people, try new experiences, because I felt like there was a lot of things I was wanting to do in 2020, but I had to put on hold for obvious reasons. But as I've learned in 2020, and I'm sure you guys have learned as well, it's like nothing's ever guaranteed. So it's like when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So it's like you just have to plan it by ear, and hopefully things will go well. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready to conclude this video because I've been filming for quite a while. So, but yeah, although 2020 had a lot of depressing moments for me this year, at the same time, it could have been worse. But yeah, I do appreciate like a lot of the great things that have happened this year too, like the different travels I was able to do. And of course, I'm glad as I'm filming this video that my family's all doing well, I'm doing well. Again, knock on wood. And yeah, thank you guys again for all your support throughout 2020. And I'm planning to continue more uploads in the 2021, so I look forward to seeing you in the new year. And hopefully it'll be a lot better than this year. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott of the Scott Man, signing out here from Riverbends Park in Shelby Township, Michigan, along the Clinton River.